Alright, so we've got the car jacked up now. We've finished the TGV deletes and the walnut blasting. We're moving on to the cold air intake now. So with the car up, we can access beneath where the OEM intake is. So you can take off the pieces from the top, and then we're going to start getting this connected up onto the bottom. So we're going to take off the old intake here. We've already got the snorkel off because as we're still doing the walnut blasting and everything, we're going to start working on this to take this off. So it's just a few bolts over here on each side, and I'll undo these clips. Undo these two screws holding the MAF sensor. And then there's one more bolt underneath the OEM intake box that you have to undo, and then you'll be able to just pull the whole thing right out. Then there's a clamp on this kind of snorkel piece that you see here. You have to undo that, and then that will slide out. Alright, so we've taken out the OEM intake, and I already have the turbo Perrin inlet hose down there, so it's right there, and this just slides right into there. And there's a couple bolts you have to do to get this bolt and this bolt tightened. It is really tricky. You can remove that tray at the bottom if you want. I just squeezed my arm down and around the back and used an open-ended wrench and was able to tighten them up like really snug. So now I've just got left is to tighten way down there this bolt, and then the coupler that connects the turbo inlet hose there onto the intake. Then once we've got that on, we're gonna go forward with the rest of the MAF and then finish it up. So next what we need to do is remove this small bolt from that little spot right there, and this is ground for your chassis. So we're going to actually take that chassis ground out, and that's going to become a mounting point. We're going to put that bolt back in over top of this Perrin heat shield that's going to go in place there. So we're just going to put the MAF back in place now. It's just two screws and it's the OEM hardware. So it just goes into place there like that. Alright, so we've got the intake in place and the MAF is bolted in there, as you can see. We had to work through that fender liner to screw it in, or you can put it in before you put this in. That might be easier. And now we're just going to connect the electrical connectors. Comes with an extension into place there. Next, you just have to finish up by sliding the Perrin intake cone or the filter on the end. You can't really see the clamp, but if you feel for it beneath, then you can tighten it. So I've installed the shroud back into place, and then I just basically positioned the Perrin intake so that it wasn't touching this. If you want to loosen that one bolt down there, you can to kind of wiggle it. Then it's basically that simple. It's set up, it's in place. We've got this divider here, and it looks really good. It's gonna do, it's gonna make nice sounds and potentially help with everything once it's tuned and taken account for. But you don't need a tune to run that, Perrin does say, so you can get that without a tune, and it's not necessarily going to bring you a ton more power or anything, but it's going to make like a more audible sound of the intake noise. So I'm looking forward to that. And the install was pretty straightforward on that. Getting that intake box out wasn't too bad. Overall, again, that was another couple hours install with the help of my friends. So a big shout out to them for assisting with the install. It was a bit tricky. It took some, awkward angles behind the fenders there and from the bottom, especially with the Perrin inlet hose. But it did line up perfectly. Everything went in smoothly, and now it's sitting here looking good. So we've got the divider here. The cone's just been mounted on. You just slide that on and do the clamp at the bottom, and it's good. Alright guys, so that's how to install the Perrin Cold Air Intake. You do not need a retune to run this intake, although it's not a bad idea to do. If you're planning on going an E-tune or a Pro Tune route through Fat Body or Ron's Tuning, you can add this in and he'll actually like make perhaps some use of it. Maybe you get a little bit more power. It'll be noticeably louder than the stock one, so I'm really looking forward to hearing how it sounds. If you guys are interested in checking out this Perrin intake, I'll have a specific link down in the description. Be very thankful if you use that link if you are interested. You can check out all the info on it there. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you enjoyed this video, I'd be super thankful if you gave it a thumbs up. And as always guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day or night, whatever it is where you are.